Hi guys, Charlotte. Welcome back to my channel. I'm finally doing the review of the Sephora Favorites Deluxe Perfume Sampler. I've had a lot of stuff going on. I haven't been uploading very much, I know, and I probably won't be uploading that much unless either something changes or I feel very inspired or something. Not interested. I'm willing to make a video about kind of like the life things that are happening for me right now. But if no one's interested, just safe to say that I'm just kind of at a crossroads point in my life right now. So that's happening. I'm going to still try to be filming videos, so if you have any suggestions, please leave them for me, or you can check out my blog, which is going to be listed in the description box. You can go there and see new posts or send me suggestions. So yeah, otherwise, let's go ahead and just get into it. I would like to bring up one point before I get into the entire rest of the review slash what I chose slash what I didn't choose and why. On the back of the box, where it says Miu Miu Le Rosé, there's a little sticker. Do you see that little sticker there? And our Miu Miu Le Rosé, first of all, this is cute. This is a really cute dabber bottle. Looks exactly like the full-size versions. Which brings me to my point. Deluxe Perfume Sampler Scent Booklet for her. Where are you? Miu Miu Le Rosé. As you know, I mark them up with the information as I'm making my purchase or decisions. So a 1 fluid ounce eau de toilette of this product runs $61, $14 less than the cost of the sampler set. No problem. There's always some that cost more and there's always some that cost less. That's how they balance the value of the box. However, Sephora online, you cannot redeem, first of all, I've said it before, but you cannot redeem the codes online. You have to redeem in a freestanding Sephora store. No Sephora inside JCPenney, no Sephora Canada, freestanding US Sephora store. However, you'll go on Sephora online, you'll notice that Miu Miu Le Rosé 1 ounce has been out of stock. It is out of stock currently. It has been out of stock for at least the past 3 weeks. No big deal. I chose a different scent. I redeemed for a different scent. I will show you that in a minute and you will find out why. But I also really liked Miu Miu Le Rosé, and I'm going to be doing a separate review of this scent on my blog, so you can, again, find out why I decided to purchase the product. I was going to purchase it outside of the fragrance sampler. Since the product's only worth $61 and the fragrance sampler box is $75, I did not buy another sampler box to make the product purchase, which sometimes I do if the cost of a redeemable fragrance is more than the cost of the box and I want more than one fragrance. This one's not $61. Went online, out of stock. I kept watching it, out of stock. So I decided, you know what, F it. I really want to buy this. I had returned the Bourjois Hoja de Cuba, which again is a beautiful scent, but just not for me, not in my collection. And so I had credit, so I was like, you know, I'm just gonna go get the Miu Miu Le Rosé from the store. Went to the store, they don't have it. Not the 1 ounce. They have a 1.7 ounce. Contact another store, they don't have it either. They're like, well, we can order it online. I pulled it up on my phone and I'm like, oh no, you can't, it's out of stock online. So she says, okay, well, that's very interesting because that means that we were probably not carrying that size of that fragrance anymore. This is important to know because the next size is the 1.7 fluid ounce size of Miu Miu Le Rosé. Now, I did not redeem for this purchase, or I did not redeem for this scent. I purchased this with my credit. Super pretty, right? So, there is something that they don't mention in their product pamphlets anywhere, and that is if the item that you wish to redeem for is out of stock, either in store or in a nearby store, or they're unable to get it for you in the store, because you can still redeem and they will order it and you can pick it up in store. If they cannot get you the product you wish to redeem for, then you're kind of at your liberty. They're not going to let you just take anything you want, right? You can't just be like, well, I want the most expensive, you know, whatever clone here or there. No, you can't just go in and get whatever you want, but you have a little bit of playing room. In this particular case, you're likely to be able to redeem for the 1.7 fluid ounce size instead. This values at $81, and if I had realized that, I would have bought another sampler set. Or you can possibly redeem for a different Miu Miu product. The Miu Miu L'Or Bleu is very similar in presentation. I do believe it is an eau de parfum. It does run a little bit more, and there is a 1 ounce version of that available that retails for about $75. So they'd probably let you redeem for that instead. But this is important to know, because if Sephora is no longer going to be offering the 1 ounce sticker, I do believe that they probably were redeeming for the 1.75 ounce product originally, and that's why this has been covered here. Or they were redeeming for a different fragrance, and this has been changed. But I don't think Sephora is going to be offering the 1.0 fluid ounce Miu Miu Le Rosé anytime soon. So if that is the scent that you like, if that is the scent that you want, take that in mind, go into your store and make sure that you know that it's not available online or in other store locations, so that you have that upper hand on Sephora, and they will likely bring out a manager. It takes like 3 minutes. I've had it happen to me with a different sampler set. They talk for like 30 seconds and they're just like, well, just give you something else similar, either price range or product. So take that in mind, keep that Miu Le Rosé, and let's talk about the rest of the products. So we've got our booklet, we've got our Sephora favorites. This retails for $75. I can't talk. This retails for $75, and there are 10 sample choices inside. The normal Sephora favorites that redeem with the perfume spritzers, the the sample bottles, the little sample spray vials. Those are usually $65 and usually contain about 12 to 15 fragrance choices. But the reason that, of course, you're paying more for this set is because you are redeeming, or you are getting more product, the actual perfume product in the box. You're getting more overall, and you also have to pay for packaging, of course, which some of these are so dang cute. I can't wait to take them out. Look at this little one. Look at this little guy. This is Chloe, Eau de Chloe, which I redeemed last time, as you remember, or maybe not. I'll link that if you are interested. But how flippin' cute is that little guy? There's some others. The Miu Miu one is adorable. The Tory Burch Belle Azur. This one fell apart, like not fell apart, but when I was opening it, when I first opened it to smell it, I spilled it everywhere. It's a disaster. The little Versace Bright Crystal Absolute. How cute are those? Even if you don't like the scents, they're adorable to display. And then we actually have 2 roller balls, which is really nice. The Nirvana Elizabeth and James Nirvana French Grey and the Clean Reserve Cell Santal, which that's really nice because that makes application so much easier than dabber bottles. Anyway, so the products that are in the set, just tell you really quick. We have Elizabeth and James Nirvana French Grey. We have Nest Black Tulip. We have Miu Miu L'Eau Rosé. We have Versace Bright Crystal Absolute. Flower Bomb by Victor and Rolf. We have the Clean Reserve Cell Santal. Atelier Cologne Clementine, California. The Tory Burch Belle Azur. Burberry, My Burberry Blush, and Chloe Eau de Parfum. So, good selections, especially going into summer. This is a really great selection for spring and summer. And let me tell you, they really did a good job balancing the types of fragrances available, I think, from floral to gourmand to clean, crisp, citrusy. I'm not going to read, this isn't the breakdown like the other video was. This is just kind of a slight, like a review of this box. One thing that I did kind of take notice of that did strike me as odd is that in general, when you buy these Sephora sample sets, you have about, like I said, about 12 or 15 spray vials, and your redeemable fragrances tend to run between $10 under of the cost of the box. When you look at the retail value, you have to consider the prices and also the actual contents of the box. So I don't really play with retail values too much. What I'm looking for is my intrinsic value. How much am I going to be getting back versus how much I've put into this, the time that it takes to decide, or maybe you don't need to decide at all if you already know and you know your choice is more expensive than the box, then just go for it. But I was really surprised. The price of this box has quite a few scents that are very close to sticker price for the box, and not as many that are over very high, but several that are slightly under, more so than I expected. And those are Nirvana French Grey, Burberry My Burberry, and the Miu Miu 1 fluid ounce, not the 1.7 ounce. But our Victor and Rolf Flower Bomb, $85. Versace Absolute, $86. Tory Burch Belle Azur, $96. And Clean Cell Santal, $95. So you really have an option, some options here if you want to get your value, the intrinsic value of the fragrance out of this box. I went into this box knowing that if nothing else worked for me, I could get the Nest Black Tulip, which I already have in a roller ball, and would get a full size, which retails for $72. It's not quite the full price, but it's close enough, right? I also knew that Victor and Rolf Flower Bomb retailed for over $80. So I thought to myself, if, you know, I really get kind of annoyed and decide I want to redeem for, like, get a, you know, my money back, well, I could always finally give in and get a full size of Flower Bomb. I have 8,000 of the dabber bottles, but no full size. But this is a really good, because not only are you getting the dabber bottles, which are valuable, have a higher value than the sample sprays, because it's the beautiful bottles, the product within. Most product in each of the dabber bottles is about 0.2 fluid ounce or like 5 ml, kind of around that area. So it's a fairly good amount of product that you're getting in the box alone. And I do think that that does hold value here in the products alone. The other Sephora favorite sample set that is currently online, or that is new, is the wedding one. And it has the spray vials. It's $65. And I know some of these scents are repeated in there. I believe Chloe is repeated. I know Tory Burch is repeated. Flower Bomb, I think, is repeated. I think those 3 for sure. But listen, I am telling you, Tory Burch, Belle Azure, this is a $96 fragrance. If you bought that set, the wedding set, and redeemed for that, this is redeeming for the smallest size too. You're redeeming for the 1.7. I'm not sure if there's a 1.0 fluid ounce. But you're redeeming for, you know, that's a good deal. There's some really good deals. And if I hadn't purchased this already before that sample set became available, I would probably get that one too. But I'm not sure what I would redeem out of that now that I've already, well, I already redeemed for the Tory Burch from this set. I will do a separate review on the Tory Burch scent on this channel in video format. But what I wanted to say about the Sephora favorites, my final words, are that there's a lot of good product choices in here, and there's a lot of good value in here. My recommendations for the best value would be the Clean Reserve, the Tory Burch, or Victor & Rolf Flower Bomb. My choices for scent would be Black Tulip, Tory Burch Belle Azure, or Miu Miu Le Rosé for the season that we're going into, spring and summer in the Northern Hemisphere. My passes from this particular box would be Burberry My Burberry blush. There's not, it doesn't smell good. I don't think it smells good. It smells very generic. It's a very generic scent. There's a full review on my blog, which will be linked below, but it's also $68. You're not finding the value there. And I would pass on the Nirvana French Gray. I honestly suggest that anytime you see Elizabeth and James in one of these sample sets, you do pass on it unless you absolutely love it, because this, I believe, is $68. So in this set it's a little bit less, but in the other sets, which I do think it's in the other set too, it's right around the purchase price. But the scents are designed, the Nirvana scents are designed to be worn in tandem. So French Gray and Amethyst are designed to be worn together. And so you would have to, if you wanted to do that, you'd have to buy Amethyst, because otherwise you're not getting the full olfactory experience with just one of them. That's my suggestion. Also, if you're not sure, if you bought this because you want to give a gift to somebody, I've done that. Okay, listen, don't feel bad. I've bought the set, I've redeemed, and I've given the perfume as the gift and then kept the dabbers. Best gifting options, I would say, would be Versace Absolu. This one is actually one that I find very tolerable. I can put it on any time of day, any mood, and it's never offensive to me, to my nose. Chloe or Miu Miu Rosé. Yeah, the only one that really disappointed me out of this box, well, except for my Burberry, but I am not a fan of Burberry fragrances to begin with, but the only one that's really disappointed me was the Clean Celle Santal. I really was expecting it to smell a lot better than it actually did, because it's sandalwood based. I thought it would be a little bit more warm, but it's more like a fresh, kind of almost masculine scent. So if you can't find one, they do have a men's cologne box right now, or bag. They come usually in the bags, and if none of those are really appealing, maybe this might be something that you can go take a sniff and see if your man would like. But I was really disappointed, because I really liked the last Clean Reserve that came, the Citron Fig, I think, and I wanted this one to smell good because I kind of wanted to redeem for that, but I hadn't smelled it yet, so we just passed. The Atelier Cologne one is also a very good choice for people, especially if you are not sure about who will be wearing the product. The Clementine California is a very beautiful citrus fragrance, very unoffensive for almost everybody. So I definitely suggest Sephora Favorites, the Sephora Favorites box. If you are interested in the Miu Miu Le Rose, especially if you already have this and you've just been wondering, you know, you're not really sure what's going to be the best choice. If you like that scent, get down there and make sure like you can get your hands on the 1.7 fluid ounce, because that's going to be like a super bomb option. Otherwise, I'm just going to leave it at of the two that are currently being sold, the deluxe sampler set at $75 and the wedding sample set at $65. I do recommend the deluxe kit over the wedding kit because anytime it comes with the dabber bottles, you're getting intrinsically a better value of product. You're paying more, yes, but you're getting better value than with the spray sample vials. However, because these both contain quite a few crossover fragrances, I would suggest actually buying the wedding sampler set if you know that the scent you want is in both boxes. So there you have it. Any questions about this box or any of the fragrances within, I will please leave them in the comments and I will answer them for you. If you would like me to review any specific fragrances that I haven't already or that I am not planning to do, let me know that in the comments below. My blog is going to be in the comments below or in the description box. There may be on my blog, I will have some reviews of fragrances that I'm not going to do video reviews on. My Burberry blush is already up there. There will probably be one on Versace, the Versace Absolute. I believe I'm going to do video reviews on both of these I've purchased full sizes, but I will also be reviewing probably the Cell Santal and the Black Tulip. Maybe, unless you would rather hear about Flower Bomb or Nirvana or Atelier, whatever. I'm down for whatever. Just let me know and don't feel bad if it doesn't appear right away. I can't promise that anything is going to appear right away. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. I feel like it was a little bit scattered. I really hadn't planned out what to say because I really wasn't doing like a in-depth with this, not like the other one. So with all that said and done, I enjoy these sampler sets immensely. I love that Sephora does these because they're a great way to try a new perfume or to get a deal on a perfume, and it always makes me happy. It always makes me happy. So I'm so happy that you joined me today as well, and I hope to see you again on the next one. Until then, please have a beautiful day, have a beautiful summer, and I will see you again very soon.